Welcome back, everybody. So today on Grow Your Own Fun, we are installing the Dorbyworks 12-inch Honda Ruckus GY6 stretch mount. This stretch mount works with the 7-inch or 8-inch fatty rear tire. And what you see in the video today is me dry fitting everything and making any adjustments that are needed to make it fit onto my frame after it was powder coated. Your adjustments may be a little bit different, but I want you to stick around and enjoy the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment below. So the reason I said dry fitting is I won't be using any Loctite on the assembly today. I'm just going through and test fitting everything and making sure that everything fits and is gonna, not be an issue during the install. So this is me installing the entire mount and kit, but I'm not actually, using Loctite. I'm gonna go back and do that. Assembly is definitely easier with the T-handled hex wrenches. All the parts in this kit shipped in saran wrap or like wrapped up plastic. And one of the cool things was you didn't have to search for which bolts went where. Everything was assembled and bolted together and then wrapped up in that saran wrap. So it kept all the parts together. I did find a couple little nicks on one of the pieces. The kit is made super well and everything fits together really, really tight. So tolerances are very, very, very tight. You'll see here in a second, I had to break out the sandpaper and then eventually the Dremel tool to get everything to fit. But you don't want to mess up your powder coat, so make sure you move everything out of the way before you start trying to fit it together. And that's why I'm fitting this today and not doing like everything with Loctite. So that way I have plenty of time to work on stuff and see how everything fits together and what needs to be sanded or modified in order to get it to fit. So I'm trying with just a piece of emery cloth or Scotch-Brite pad. That didn't work, so I'm breaking out the Dremel, getting in there, actually removing a little bit of material from the powder coat to just sort of thin it down so that everything fits like it was factory. The tolerances are very tight, so just a little bit of sanding and everything fit together. So the part that you see me bolting together now is the rear shock arm. This is the assembly that holds the rear shock to the frame and the engine. So the shock basically connects at the top to this piece, and at the bottom it connects to your engine. So here in a second you'll see why I'm glad I didn't use Loctite and why I give the recommendation to loosely fit everything together when you're assembling the first time. I ended up having to take this partially back apart because everything fits so tight that I was like, this isn't going to work, and I had to take it apart because I didn't want to force it and strip out anything. So you'll see me go back through, sort of loosen this back up. Now that bolt fits in there, I can run that in there like it's supposed to. All right, so now that we've got that installed and everything's moving like it's supposed to, we can install the stretch bar that goes between the engine and the frame. So as you can see here, I'm hooking it to the front on the frame, and then this back part is the bolt that goes through the engine. So that bolt will go through the engine, and then it will go through that bar, and that is the bar that essentially stretches your Ruckus, the 12 inches. So that's the 12-inch piece of steel that stretches it out. So here you can see, I want to show you that the tab on that mount is on the left side, and the nut is on the right-hand side. So the bolt goes through from the left, and then the nut goes on the right. And then there's like a little beak on there that points up. The back part is round, and the front part has that little beak. If you made it this far into the video, please make sure to hit that like button, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.